Welcome to Where Cowgirls Shop, the show where the spirit of the West meets the beauty of unique, one-of-a-kind finds. From handmade jewelry to home decor with a touch of Western charm, we're bringing you the best cowgirl-inspired products, made with love and crafted to stand out. Each week, we're showcasing incredible businesses that celebrate the true cowgirl spirit. So, saddle up and join us to discover something special. Join us each week on the Where Cowgirls Shop show, as you'll always find something that speaks to your heart.
Single day.
Hi everyone, welcome to Where Cowgirl Shop Show. It is Wednesday and we are live today with Katelyn from Wildflowers and Barley. I'm going to let her say hi for a minute and then we're going to kick off with some fun things. So hang on, here we go. Next, we'll have Katelyn talk about her briefly and then we'll continue.
Hi, yes, I'm Katelyn, owner of Wildflowers and Barley here in Springfield, Illinois. So we're very excited to be part of this show because it is Derby Week. And as we know, Derby Week is really just all about the hats.
Yay! Over at Cowgirl Biz, we have a really fun event happening right now, and it's called the Best of Cowgirl Biz voting game. We have amazing businesses in our community that are sharing their cowgirl hats, their cowgirl jewelry, leather artisans, artists, painters, drawers, all kinds of artists. We also have cowgirls businesses that make horse tack and gear that are sharing their work in these galleries, as well as home decor, photography, handcrafted products, and Western wear. So we encourage you to go on to the Cowgirl Biz website and find the galleries. We're going to show you how to get there on this next screen. You go to cowgirlbiz.com and up at the top on the menu, it says vote for the best cowgirl biz. And if you click on that, you will see the different categories. And then you can click on each category and view the amazing items and products that are in each category. And then you can also vote for your favorites. So we're taking new products and sharing those through May 15th. As well as votes, and then we are going to share the winners of each category on our show on May 21st. So for all of you that love hats, check out the fun things that are currently in the gallery. This is what the gallery looks like. It says vote for your favorite cowgirl hats, and this is just the first few of them, and you can see here some more that are in the gallery if you go on and you can view, and you can see all the fun fascinators, and I don't even know what all these fun things are, Katelyn, but these are all different businesses represented here in the gallery that are from our beautiful Cowgirl Biz community, and we are so excited to share those with you. And as Katelyn mentioned, it is Derby Week, and I asked her if she would come on today and join us, and she agreed to do that and give us a tour of her shop. So I'm going to let her share a little bit more about that before she starts her tour.
Yeah, so as I said, we're based here in Springfield, Illinois, and we call ourselves a hat burning studio, which means you can just walk in whenever we're open and custom burn your own hat. We do carry other things. We have like bags and belts, and we just got some like bookmarks and stuff like that in. But what we really like about what we do here is everything that comes out of our store is 100% unique. So everything's custom. If you want to try your hand at it, you can. We'll walk you through the process. And then if you'd rather us just do it for you, we can do that too. So we have a lot of fun here, and we enjoy creating. And it's just, I think it's fun to be what we like to call Springfield a big, small town. So we know a lot of the people here, but it's kind of big, but we all just have a good time, and we get to know a lot of the other business owners too.
Fabulous. Okay. One more quick slide. What are you going to do for us today?
So after I give you a tour of the studio, I am going to burn a hat live, and then I'm also going to talk some Derby hat facts while I do that.
Yay. All right. Awesome. Let me switch our screens to this view and you can get going.
All right. Let me switch my camera around here. So when you walk into our studio, this is what we see. I just acquired this big sign thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's there. You walk into our front area. When you walk in, you see all of our hats that are available. This is what we call our hat wall. This is where we display some of the hats that we have made ourselves. We do have a boutique in here as well, so you can shop, get some cool outfits to go with your clothing. We have some accessories, and then over here is our area where you can make things. We have tons of stencils on the wall that you can use when birding's, like if you're like, hey, I can't draw, that's all right. We have stencils that you can use. So tons of things going on. I'll show you the other side of the hats too. These are all the fedoras that we carry. This is our most popular style.
Oh my gosh. Look at all the colors.
We have so many. All right, I am going to get this set up so you guys can watch me burn this hat. So bear with me as I get this set up on here. Okay, so this is a baseball hat that I'm actually making for my mother-in-law for Mother's Day. So these are all of the birth month flowers for the grandkids.
Do you remember what those months are off the top of your head?
June. These two are June. This one is April, and this one is March.
Nice.
I don't remember. This one's a daisy. I don't know what these other ones are called. So a lot of people always like to ask me what kind of tools we use to burn. This is a wood burner. So you can use a wood burner or a soldering iron. Basically anything that gets hot is what you can use to burn. Okay. Oh, helps if I turn everything on. Well, while we're waiting for this to heat up, I'll give you some Derby hat facts. So when the Kentucky Derby was created, it actually was started as a big socialite event for all of the wealthy people in Kentucky, for them to just kind of come out, dress their best, see everyone, that sort of thing. At that time, hats were really popular in fashion, and so it was kind of a no-brainer that all the women wore hats. Over time, though, hats sort of fell out of the fashion wagon, I guess you can say. But because it had been happening for so long at the Derby, women continued to wear them. But they didn't get like all of the crazy designs that you see now until the race started being televised. And women, in an attempt to get more like views of themselves on TV, started wearing crazier and crazier hats. Which is fascinating to me. So hats have actually been around for about 27,000 years, which I think to me is a testament of how much we all like hats and how useful they are to us. But now there's people who all they do is they make these crazy derby hats just for this one day a year. And they said a lot of people are inspired by royalty. So that's where the fascinators come in. So a fascinator is not really a hat. It's just something that is attached to the head with like a clip or a headband instead of like sitting on top of the head. So that's what you see a lot of like the British royalty wearing just every day. And we do make those here. We actually have a derby event coming up on Saturday at Rookie's Sports Bar. They do what they call Derby de Mayo, which is like Cinco de Mayo and the Kentucky Derby put together.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. So we'll be out there helping people make their own fascinators. And then we'll also have like our regular hats if they want to just deck those out with florals and things like that.
So when did you open your business?
Wildflowers and Barley has been open about a year and a half. So what year are we in? 2025. So it was like October of 23 is when we did our first hat bar. And that was at the Wakery, which is downtown Springfield. It's a non-alcoholic bar. Like everything they serve is non-alcoholic, but they stay open late like a bar would. And it was really cool. We had 2 people show up to that event, and now this is what we do full time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was kind of we didn't expect it to kind of take off like it did. But I guess people just really like doing it. It is a lot of fun, honestly. Like, obviously I love doing it or I wouldn't be here, but.
So you have people that come in and they pick their hat, and then they can go, and you showed us all kinds of things, but I'm just kind of going back through it. They can pick whatever they want to put on it, whether it's a hat band, feathers, stencils, all kinds of things.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this is what it looks like when it's burned in.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I can show you. Get this off here. Find my little phone holder thing. So, as an example, in our accessories cabinet here, we have like chains that you can add to the hats. All kinds of little pins. These are what we call rock trims. So like if you want a really sparkly band, this is what we would use. We have playing cards. We have, these are all charms. And more pins.
Oh my gosh.
We pretty much, if we can put it in a hat, we will.
Show us some of those hats that are there on that wall.
Yeah, let's go look at that. So we like to definitely do all kinds of different things. So some of these, like this is a hat where this side, this is all burned in, and then this is fabric.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
This is one of the first hats that my business partner Grace ever made. She did oh my gosh, I cannot even think of what it's called right now. What are like the constellations? Your sign.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I cannot, my brain's not functioning. Anyway, these were inspired by those. Okay. So this is one of them. And then another one, so like everything you see is burned by hand. No stencils. We didn't use any stencils. This was either drawn on first and then burned in, or we just went straight in with the burner.
Wow.
This one was one that I did that was inspired by a picture of ink and water.
Mm-hmm.
More of those, and then I'll show you, we do have these wings on the wall. So this is our like photo area. So once you get your hats made, you can come out here and take pictures.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
With the wings. I'll show you some of our baseball hats. Because we do have a lot of people who like to do the hat burning, but they're not a fedora or a cowboy hat person. So we do have baseball hats that they can burn as well. They're a lot of fun.
Oh, so fun.
And then purses. This is one of the purses that we've recently burned.
Oh my gosh.
So we have all kinds of things that you could possibly do here. All right, I will show you a little bit more on this wall. These are all different trims you can use. So like when you come make a hat with us, the price includes some trims to make a hat band. So you don't have to go all fancy if you don't want to. You can just use some of these and make it however you like. But yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Katelyn. That is very cool. Now tell us about the hat you're wearing.
So yeah, this is my personal hat. This is the hat that I wear 99% of the time. I think it's just because it's mostly a neutral color, so I can wear it with anything. But the top has all the stars on it, and then I was bored one day, so I put all the stars on the bottom. But yeah, this is the one I wear most of the time.
I love it.
And I think all the hats that myself or Grace wears, they're typically like kind of over the top with the burning and that sort of thing, because that's what we like to do. I'll see if I can find some of Grace's personal hats in here. We'll go through our work area, which is a total.
Well, and then I also know you teased out to me prior that you guys do jackets too.
Yeah, I'll show you some of her jackets. Okay, so this is one of Grace's hats. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
I can figure out how this works. There we go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, beautiful.
So, and then on the bottom, she has fabric.
Wow.
So Grace really likes, it's actually how all of this started, is Grace does custom denim jackets. So these are some jackets that she has made.
Wow.
Yeah, she does a good job. She has a lot of fun with it. And we were at a market one day when it was 90 or it was over 100 degrees, and we realized it's kind of hard to sell denim jackets year round. But Like, so she dyed this one and then she did all the fabrics and stuff on there. And that's how we got into hats, because then we decided, well, hats you can sell year round, and it's kind of the same concept. So and then she did some bridal. Got some bridal ones here.
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
Yes.
Bridesmaids gifts.
Yep, she does a lot of bridal jackets. That's probably her main thing. And then she also does jackets where people will bring in fabric from a loved one that has passed, and she'll put a design together on the back so that they can wear it and like remind themselves of those loved ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
So have you picked a horse for the Derby?
I have not.
I haven't either. I got to go on and figure out.
I know. I just did a horse show where it was all Clydesdales. And so I've just been researching Clydesdales, and I've been worrying about the Kentucky Derby.
Well, by Saturday, you'll have to have picked one. So
I know. I need to get one. Especially for when we go to the Derby party, because people are going to be asking me and I got to have an answer.
All right. Well, thank you, Katelyn. So fun to have you join us today, and happy hats to everybody. Happy Mother's Day coming up very soon. And I hope your mother-in-law loves her hat.
All right. Thanks, Kim.
Bye-bye, everybody.